going, guys? Welcome back to the channel here, Joe with Odyssey Off-Road. Right on the Beta 350. And just kind of cruising. No idea where the trail is going to take me. But I haven't ridden in several weeks. I have been nursing either a broken finger or a really messed up knuckle on my right middle finger. I was playing baseball with my son. The ball came back, smashed the tip of my finger, and I heard something pop. And being the guy I am, I just been taping it up, putting a splint on it, and it's feeling better. It's a couple weeks it's been, but I haven't really been riding. Kind of just favoring the finger. I can't bend it all the way yet still, and if I bang it, it hurts. Other than that, there's no pain. So I think it just might have been like a bad jam of the finger and like messed up the ligaments in the knuckle. It's been about 2 weeks now, so it's starting to feel better. So hopefully that'll be all right soon. And life's just been crazy. Besides that, honestly, that's why there hasn't been that many riding videos. And just been thinking about a lot of things, and there's no better way to go out and clear your brain than get out on the bike, get out on the trail. For that, just you, nature, the bike. It's a good way to clear your head. Life's just been absolutely insane the past couple months. As most of you can probably relate, if you're married, have kids. My wife's gone back to school for the 2nd degree. Should be done with that in September. So I've been picking up extra duties around the house to help her out. She's doing internships, plus college courses, plus working. She's a full-time teacher. And on top of that, my own job's changed, my work schedule. Responsibility with the kids. Just got done with Little League baseball spring season. So that was taking up a lot of my time. That just ended, so that'll give me a little bit of a break in my schedule here now for the next few months. And yeah, like my work schedule changed. I went from working 4 10-hour days to 5 8-hour days, which I haven't done in years. And my company just decided, yeah, we don't want to let you work that schedule anymore. So after 4 years of you having that, we're just going to take it away. So that was kind of a bummer. It's one of those things, man. Working for corporate America, there's always something they take away from you. They don't seem to give you anything. Just take. So kind of getting burnt out with that, in all honesty. So there's a lot of things going on in the brain, and I said, you know what, I need to get out on the bike by myself, spend a couple hours, do something, not home and dealing with all the stuff I've been dealing with. So here we are, and I took you guys along for the ride with me. Sorry for the long-winded opening. But just kind of let you know what's going on in my life. So I'm sure some of you guys can relate. And then I don't know, been thinking about changes to the channel too. Not really sure about that yet. Maybe we'll do a separate video on that. I don't know. I did sell the Kawasaki, the quad, the KFX 450R, just recently. Just a few days ago, actually, before filming this. And what other changes do we have? Oh yeah, I got a Guts Racing seat for this bike. It's the low seat with the soft foam. There's already a video out on that. That came out before this one. If you haven't seen it, check that out. And yeah, I've been thinking about, I don't know, man. I've been interested in an adventure bike or a dual sport lately. And I don't know, man. I don't know what to do. Which way do I want to go here? I'll go this way. Yeah, so I don't know, man. I'm one of those guys, like, I see something, and my whole life is consumed, outside of all my responsibilities. Any downtime I have, it's just YouTube videos on dirt bikes and quads, or you know, talking to people with dirt bikes and quads, or you know, everything is focused on just, you know, my hobby. And my YouTube channel obviously as well goes hand in hand with that. So man, I see something and I'm like, oh my god, I would love to have that, and I would love to have that, and I'd love to have that. Probably like every other guy, but can't have everything at once. So I don't know what to do. Just gonna figure getting out here on this thing, which I haven't been on in a while, would kind of help me think about that too. I think reconnect with the bike, since I haven't really ridden it. I may get home today and be like, I don't really need anything else, you know. So what triggered some of this is, well, for a little bit I've been watching this. I've been watching this guy's channel for a while, Mad Jack. I think it's Mad Jack Media or something. He seems like a really cool younger guy. He's got a cool channel. He does a lot of like dirt bike adventures, like solo, and then he does a lot of like BDR stuff. And he's got a Husky 501 dual sport. That's obviously a dirt bike focused dual sport, and he's got a riding buddy that he just did like the Utah BDR with, and he had a 10 Ray 700. And man, that whole video series, I was like, oh my god, that bike sounds so good. Those 10 Rays sound unbelievable. And I was kind of like, always liked them anyway. I think they look awesome. I think it'd be cool to be able to hit like I can go from my house, I can go through those mountains, hit some pavement, go hit another mountain range, go down to another town. I can take a dirt almost with some mixed pavement almost all the way to the border. You know, I can go across almost halfway Arizona. So it'd be cool, like, man, if I have a really capable dual sport or adventure bike, not to replace the dirt bike, you know, because you're not going to do rougher trails and stuff with a bike like that. But I don't know. I thought, let me know what you guys think. If you think that would be cool to have on the channel, if you guys would be interested in any of that type of content. And then I want to get another 4x4 quad too. I've been saying that for a while, since I sold my let's see, what was the last 4x4 quad I had? Scrambler, was it? I think it was it was the Scrambler 1000. I got rid of that a year and a half ago, well, almost 2 years ago now. So I haven't had a 4x4 quad myself in 2 years. So we're creeping up on summer now, so that's probably not like a pressing need, because I would start using that more in the fall, because that's when my wife would like to go on these really long rides, and we used to do that all the time together. And the last couple of years, well, she's been doing college for the past 10 months, but before that she would go out by herself, but she wouldn't go out far because she doesn't want to go out solo by herself. Or once in a while I'd go out with her on a dirt bike. I mean, it's a long day doing those rides, and some of the rides we did on the 4x4 quads with the dirt bike. So I would like to get another one. I think they're awesome. Plus, I'm getting old. I'm kind of old too, you know. And it's nice to get out of one of those. You sit on them. It's like sitting on a couch. The 4x4 ATVs, and it's just a comfortable, plusher ride. You don't get as beat up. You can cover a lot of miles. So I don't know. So there's a lot of things I want and I would like to have. And then I had an opportunity come up to buy back a bike I had on the channel most recently, that Husqvarna TE150 that I had. But I only did like 2 rides on it, and I had it for a couple months. I only put like 7.5 hours on the bike. I sold it in January to an older guy, and I was talking to him, and he hasn't even ridden the bike. He hasn't taken it out on a ride since he got it from me. He's taken it up and down the block on his road where he lives, just to keep it running, you know, keep the battery charged, and keep this is Sandy over here, and then keep the you know, keep gas going through it. And so he asked me if I wanted to buy it back. So I'm like, man, that's like a really affordable option as a second bike. So I was strongly thinking about it. But then like, so like, I had a buddy say to me like, well, what do you need? Do you really need two bikes? Just have one dirt bike. That's kind of good, do it all. And you kind of have that now. Like this Beta 350 really is good at doing everything. So do I need another dirt bike? Like the TE150 would be good at like rougher single track stuff. But quite honestly, this bike is really good at that stuff. Especially now with the lower seat. It's not 100% sure how confident I am on the long-term reliability. I kind of did a video talking about the little idiosyncrasies and dumb stuff that Beta does with the building quality. And so, you know, I just always worry about getting stranded somewhere with an electrical issue more than anything. So that's on my mind. So I don't know what to do with that. You guys can leave a comment below. Let me know what you think about that. And let's see, where the hell are we gonna go here? I'm sure there's some stuff I haven't checked out. Let's see what's this way. I have no idea. I don't think I've ever been on any of these little offshoot trails. I don't actually usually come right out in this area much. So I guess we can check it out and see if it takes us anywhere. So so then I'm thinking, well, for the same money I can get that TE150 back and then have two dirt bikes. I can buy a KTM 390 Enduro R, which is like a dual sport bike. Where the hell is this gonna go? Oh, let's check it out. And have two totally different things. You know, I can have this, my dirt bike, and I have that Enduro R as my dual sport, like light adventure bike almost. So that was the thought that came to my mind. I think this, you know, I think I may have been down here. This might just be dead end up here. Let's see. So that's the thought there. Let me know what you guys think about that. A KTM 390 Adventure R. You can pick one of those up real cheap. There's a couple dealers with a couple 2025s left. And they're like $5,500 MSRP. And I'm pretty sure I can get one out the door under $7,000. Which is what I'd be paying about for the TE150 to buy that back from the gentleman. Around $7,000. So, I don't know what the hell this is. Nothing. Okay. There's some type of control panel, electrical station there. But there's nothing in, and it doesn't go anywhere. Alright, and this is circles around dead end. Cool. Well, we checked it out, man. You never know. That's why I like just coming out and just going down some random offshoots, see where it goes. This bike's really good at that too. It's just compliant, it's plush, the power delivery's smooth. I'm on the hotter map too. I'm gonna try the rainy map. Yeah, it tames down like the lower part of the throttle. So, you know, like when you want to go slow, pick your way through stuff, you don't get that. Not that the throttle is herky-jerky on this bike anyway. It's not really a light switch on-off like some of the other bikes are. It's really smooth, but it smooths down even more. It's crazy. And I'm really liking this as the first ride on this low guts racing seat, which is really nice, man. I can touch the ground, no problem now. The foam is softer, so it's more, you know, it's comfortable as well. I honestly just wanted to touch the ground. And I got it with the, well, you guys can check out the video on it, but I got it with the non as aggressive. They have two seat cover materials now, guts. So I got it with the less aggressive seat cover. I love it. I'm really liking it here. So yeah, the KTM 390 Adventure is, man, I looked them up, you know, so now you know what happens when you look up something on YouTube. It's in the algorithm. So now I keep getting these cool videos pop up with them, with people riding them, and I found this one couple that bought a pair, and they're riding as a couple together with them. I think that's really cool. My wife would never in a million years, but yeah, they seem like awesome bikes if you use them for the right thing. If you use them as a dual sport, which is really what they are. They're not really an enduro bike. You can do stuff like this with them, no problem. which is a lot of what I ride, and then get the dirt roads, hit the little pavement, go on a little, adventure, cover a lot of ground. They're really good on gas. They got like 50 miles to the gallon, so you can get over 100 miles out of the tank. So yeah, that's it's definitely a temptation. I've never had a street bike, and I don't have my motorcycle license, so I would, if I was going to do a lot of pavement, I would look into getting my motorcycle endorsement. But I don't know, it's still kind of something I'm thinking about. And I ran into a guy at a gas station locally that bought one like a year ago, and he loves it. And he let me sit on it. It's like, it's got a pretty low seat, lower than this even with the lower seat on it, so you can touch the ground nice. And he loved it, man. So I was like, man, you have to sit on something, you see stuff and you're like, you don't know, and then you talk to somebody who owns one, you sit on it. Obviously I didn't ride it, but I kind of get the gist of what it is. And again, if you use it for what it's meant for, what it's built for, I think they kind of, what the hell does that go? They kind of, this is a little rougher over here, huh? This section. Let's go down and see what we got. Joe's feeling frisky today, let's see. If you use a bike for its intended purpose, use a little common sense when you're looking at something. I think the problem with that bike is it's kind of not advertised, marketed well by KTM. They did a horrible job marketing the bike. One, calling it an enduro bike. It's not an enduro bike. And even on their website, it's listed as a dual sport. So I don't know why they named it an Enduro R, because it's not an enduro bike. Yeah, it's a little chunky here, but the suspension just swallows stuff up. I didn't even feel it. So it's really a dual sport bike, and if you use it as a dual sport bike, it's good for that. It's a street bike motor and a dirt bike-ish frame. So it's a little heavier. It's 350 something pounds, I think. But it's a dual sport bike, If you're using it for that, you're fine. If you're gonna think you're buying it and do it single track and it's an enduro bike, it's not what it is. You can do it if you came across it and you had to. And people do that stuff with adventure bikes, which I think is crazy. And that's what kind of is like, Tenere is 400 something pounds, whatever that is, close to 5, I think. I don't know, I'll put it on the screen here, I can't remember. I don't know off the top of my head, to be honest. But that's an awesome bike, but it's a big bike. You're out by yourself, I drop it. In a precarious situation, you gotta pick it up. I don't know, I want to deal with that. It'd be cool if I had people that did that kind of stuff and you could ride with. My biggest problem is I ride by myself mostly, because I don't have a lot of people to ride with. A couple really good riding buddies, Scott, and then I've been recently, become friends with this guy named Mike, who's been on the channel. Another really good dude. I'm kind of selective on who I ride with, and they're up in the Phoenix area, so I can only, it's got to be a planned trip to go ride with them. So if I just want to go hop out of my bike, I don't have a group local that I can be like, hey, you guys want to go for a spin, go for a rip? Maybe we should go hop down that wash, huh? Let's see what's over there. My finger's starting to hurt right now. Yeah, I'm afraid of that. So you ride solo, and I don't know. So that's my dilemma, I don't know if some of you can relate or not, but where the hell's that go now? Another trail. Sheesh, they're all over the place. What do we do? I don't know why I smell gas. It's just the venting. It's a pretty open flow gas cap on these. There's no like check valve or anything. It just breathes. So you're gonna smell fuel, especially when it's close to full tank, which it was. Let's see what's down here, dude. That was second gear. I just took off from there. I'm not sure if this goes anywhere. I've never been that, so once again we'll see together. I know this isn't exciting riding, but it's just you guys coming for a ride with me, talking dirt bikes, talking life. I think that's cool too. I like watching some videos like that myself. If you're not into that sort of thing, I get it. You guys can click off. You probably have already. If you're stuck around this long hearing me blabber, you're probably interested. Some fresh cow shit there, so I'll keep my eyes peeled for cattle and running in front of me. Definitely not, it's definitely a wash, so it's definitely not something you want to go down when training or rains in the forecast. But I don't know where it goes. And this is what, again, what this bike is so good at. It's so compliant, and the power is so forgiving that you can just noodle around and do stuff. Ooh, almost lost the front end there. And that sand. Yep. And that's why I like this tire, dude. This X31 Bridgestone. It's very predictable. So like, it's not just gonna have traction, and then boom, let go. It'll be gradual. You'll kind of feel it's slipping. And that's what you want in a front tire. You want predictability, not just to be like, oh, I got traction, and boom, no traction. Like it's not what you want in a front tire. And so I like that about it. What hurts you around here is the terrain change. So you're from hard pack to sand and deep sand wash, like in a blink of an eye, and then back. So no idea where this is going to take me. It's tire track, so obviously it looks like a lot of side-by-sides have come down through here. Freaking branches, dude. It's hard to hop over on the other side of the trail because you got like a mound in the middle from the wider vehicles coming through, so you got to kind of like pick a left side rut or a right side rut. So having a good handguards come into play too, because it kind of protects you a little bit, deflects a lot of that junk. Man, I have no idea where this is going. This is washed. Usually you get to a wash section, it doesn't last that long. This is going on quite a ways here. We are into it. I gotta come back to all this stuff. I'm having a feeling because I don't know where this is gonna end. Scott, you'd be killing me right now. I know you don't like none of this sandy stuff, especially this stuff in the wash when you gotta turn. And the good thing with this stuff is if you go down, it's kind of soft, and there is a good possibility you can go down because it's so soft. You wash out when you slow down, turn. Man, this is going on forever. Where the hell are we going here? Oh, it's getting hard back. Alright. Man, this is a rough trail here. Interesting that we took that left here. Never would have thought it would have kept going this long. I was thinking I was going to find another dead end after a few hundred feet. Alright, what do we got here? Gate, fence. Sometimes you gotta be careful. There's a piece of barbed wire going across, you don't see it. You get killed. I think this is going to end here, unless it turns. If it turns, I don't know if I'm going to keep going. I don't know where the hell this goes. Jeez. Still going. Right on. Not sure if I should turn around or not. What do you guys think? Well, it's going to be too late by the time you type your answer, so. Oh, what do we got here? Oh, it's the road. Okay. What is the road? That's the question. Maybe let me break out my map. Time to look at the map. Let's see what we got. Alright guys, so we're back out of that wash. I stopped, I checked my map back there, and at the end it was just a dirt road, and it went up to, it dropped you off the dirt road if I went right to, anyway, it wasn't any off-road trails there. It was kind of like the end of that wash, dropped you off on that road. So that's where we came in through here. We made the left down into this wash, so we'll continue this way, see where it takes us, and then yeah, we'll see what happens. I didn't want to bore you coming out of that wash, so see the same thing, come back out and watching me go through all that sand for several miles again. Big washed out section there. Where are we going? Where are we going now? I have to drop in this, I guess, to get through it. Hate going through the branches. I don't want to drop into that either. That works. Oh dude, having this low seat is so good. I can have my feet so easy now. It's quite a bit lower than a stock seat, man. Makes a huge. Oh, this is a little rough, yeah, huh? All right. Just don't want to get nailed with a one of these sticker bushes or cactuses on the side of the trail. Yeah, the low seat makes such a huge difference, especially when you like turning or dropping into something. You can, you know, help you put your foot down and kind of guide yourself. It's hard to do that when you barely touch the ground, you know. Just makes it people that are tall don't really get that. They don't ever have that struggle, but it's a thing. You're riding off-road, man. You gotta put your feet down sometimes, and can't touch the ground. It's tough. I stiffened up my front forks 2 clicks. They just felt a little too washy for that sand. It kind of helped cut through better coming out. Now I'll see how it feels on this rocky stuff. I left the rebound where it was. These forks are just so soft in general that even a couple clicks stiffer is not really nothing crazy. The problem with these trails, you see how the stuff's like hanging over the sides. You can't ride the middle. There's just a mound of like stuff that's been moved over from like side-by-side tires or ATVs. So you got to pick a side, and then you get smacked with these branches and cactus. All right, where are we gonna go here? Oh, you know what this is? I know where we are. I did come down here one time. We took this trail. You guys were with me. When I had my Husky TE 250, we came down. If you look back on the channel, it was the video where I think it said Trail to Nowhere on the thumbnail. We went right and it dropped us off. There's like a rock wall that surrounds where the mines are. And we couldn't get through. It was like a dead end. That, and then I had said one day we'll go left. This is the left, so it looks like a washed out uphill, but I don't think it's anything we can't tackle. Again, listen to me talk, huh? A year ago, and look at this, dude. I know I'm in a rut, but like, see how I'm no problem on the ground. My knees even bent still. The low seats makes a huge difference. A year ago, I would have said, yeah, no, we're not going up this. But we'll see what we got. Keeping it first, and we'll just noodle our way through. Oof. Yeah, it's really washed out right there. Jesus. False neutral there. Also too, guys, I don't know if you guys seen, I made like a 4-minute video just talking about, like, I put different transmission fluid in the bike and it feels so much better shifting. I used the AMS oil. It's a transmission specific oil for the transmission side. On the Betas, the transmission side holds separate oil than the engine. So it always felt really notchy and not smooth. I said, let me try just a different oil, see if that helps. My God, what a difference. So I have the AMS oil dirt 80 weight transmission oil in it. It's a night and day difference shifting. It feels so much smoother. I really like it. So give it a shot. You feel the same way as me about the transmission. You can use it in any bike that uses separate transmission fluid. It just doesn't work for a 4-stroke with the that shares fluid. Now, this is really chunky. This, yeah. Bike is really good, dude. This is one of the reasons I'm like, you know, it makes me more confident in getting in the rougher sections where in years past, and even in other bikes, I would have been, not really too sure. This is really rough. It's all loose rock, like baseball size rock. And we're going like steadily uphill on an incline, so. I don't know where this is gonna go. If this ever stops at the top here, if we get to the top, we'll end the video. It's probably been long enough, unless we find something exciting. Get a little warm too. Let's stop, take a break, have a drink. It's probably about 90 degrees today, but we got a real stiff breeze, so it doesn't feel too bad. Okay, I think this is what I was looking at on the map. There's a power line. This is like a power line trail, and this should take me all the way up to like the main road, to a pavement once it ends. I don't know how far it is to get there. I don't think that's something I'm going to do right now. I think I'm going to stop right up here at this clearing, end the video, and show you guys the seat, and then I'm going to have myself a break. I need a drink big time, and you can see it's warm. The fan's running right now, so it's nice to get the fan kits at the bottom of these 4-strokes. They should come with them standard, I mean, in a Duro bike, but they got to get you on everything these days to buy separate. That's one thing with the WRs, man. They give you that, honestly, and for the price of the bike, you're getting a lot for your money. It's just, like I've said in other videos, it's pretty rigid bike for going through this rough stuff like that. You get beat up pretty good. But yeah, there's the guts low seat. You can see how nice it is, man. You got a nice little saddle to sit in now. It's much lower. You know, I got another video where I show you the difference. I measure it. You can see how much you're gaining you know, touching the ground from the stock seat. So check out that. I'll probably be uploaded before this one. So that's it, guys. Joe at Odyssey Off-Road. Let me know in the comment section all the things we talked about. What do you guys think? Keep this and get the T150. Get a KTM 390 Adventure, a 10 array. Probably not the 10 array. I don't know if I want to spend drop 10, 11 grand on another bike. But or just keep this. Don't do nothing for a while. Maybe get a 4x4 quad add to the channel in the fall, or trade this in for a 300 two-stroke. Have that my primary dirt bike, and then get a 4x4 quad. I don't know, man. So many options. So little time, right? So we'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks for listening to me babble. This is Joe at Odyssey Off-Road. Catch you guys on the next video. Get out there, ride safe.